Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, children. Hope you're well this morning. Sorry about the slight delay. Still learning about how to work on this YouTube streams and multiple platforms, and it's a little bit confusing, but I'm getting there slowly. Hopefully, you are all well, and inshallah, enjoying today's assembly. Now, a couple of important announcements first regarding the welcome back to school. Of course, we started back on Wednesday and back into the swing of things and back into our work routine. I hope you're all back into that routine, inshallah. Still a bit strange, I know. We're still away from school, but alhamdulillah, la kulli hal, we praise Allah in every condition and every situation, and we say alhamdulillah that we're still very fortunate to be able to be living, inshallah, healthy and safe at this moment in time. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us and to help those who are suffering and struggling and make them better from their illnesses and make them better from all of their problems that they're having at this moment in time, inshallah. Now, today we've got quite a packed assembly. We've got quite a few people that have submitted some challenges in. We've got some work to showcase today as well. So all of that means that we've got quite a packed assembly, and it might stretch longer than the 30 minutes, but I'm going to try my best to, especially as we started a bit late, try my best to kind of compact it all in, inshallah, and get it all for you finished within the next kind of half an hour, inshallah ta'ala. But as usual, we want to start with a reminder about today's assembly, and of course we will have to start with nothing else other than Ramadan. This time next week, inshallah ta'ala, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us all life and we ask Allah to allow us to witness Ramadan, we will be at the beginning of the blessed month of Ramadan. So this Friday this time next week rather, it will be Ramadan, and we will be fasting, and we will have a Ramadan that will be unique and different from many of our previous Ramadans. For a start, we won't actually be physically in school, we'll be at home. Many of us, I know the older boys particularly, had started getting into the habit of actually praying Taraweeh in the masajid and going to the masjid with their parents and actually praying in the masjid at night and listening to the Quran. And this year, due to the situation, that's not going to be possible. And of course, when we're fasting, the strange thing is, although we as humans we always like to moan, the strange and funny thing is that actually when you're fasting and you're working and you're going about your daily routine, the day seems to go pretty quick, and before you know it, it's time for the fast to open and you're happy and you're ready to open the fast. This year is going to be a bit more difficult because we're going to be at home. The routine's completely different. In some ways it'll be easier, inshallah, but in other ways it's going to be quite a challenge. But I want to reflect on one of the kind of key features of Ramadan, or the key purposes of Ramadan, and that of course is the Quran. Now, the month of Ramadan is the month of Quran. Oh, it just said stop streaming. Let me try now, inshallah. Hopefully it's back on again. Yes, it's come back on again now. Okay, so okay, I think there was a slight problem there, but I think we're back on again, inshallah. So technical glitches with these live assemblies, but khair, alhamdulillah. So just to finish off on that then, inshallah, the Prophet said, wretched is he who the month of Ramadan comes and he is not forgiven, which indicates to all of us, for all of us to think about Ramadan being a month in which we have so many gold opportunities. And sometimes I like to think about it, it's like a special bonus level in one of those games that you love playing, with extra golden coins and extra golden rewards and extra precious jewels you can collect and all these extra special powers you get in this month. And that's something which this month, inshallah, is allowing you to attain. So Of course, over the next few weeks, we'll talk more about Ramadan and more the specific things, and we have some other reminders coming from other people, more knowledgeable than myself, to actually remind us about the value and benefit of Ramadan. So hopefully we can actually take benefit and see that as well, inshallah, during this month. Okay, now, what we had this year, this last couple of weeks, we had a couple of challenges that we set up for people, and those challenges were faced and focused on the the need for us to kind of reflect our cultural history in some way or form. So we asked people to perhaps think of something that they could indicate and show as being an item or something about their culture. Alhamdulillah, we had quite a few entries again, alhamdulillah. So I'm going to actually show a few of those videos now, inshallah. So one of the entries we had was from Ammar in reception, mashallah, and he will show us a little bit about something that's important to him.
Assalamu alaikum. This is my nanny's grandma's spice grinder, and I'm going to show you how it works. I grinded some onion and chili and garlic.
MashaAllah, thank you, Ammar. And that reminded me actually of my my mum as well. We used to have this little thing, I forget what they call it actually. Actually, that's a good question. What do they call it? I forget now. There is a word in English for it. I know what the Punjabi word is, but yeah. So Ammar, thank you very much. And then, alhamdulillah, we had Salim in year 1, mashallah, who wanted to tell us a little about a flag, and it's actually inspired me for a new challenge this week. So let's have a look at what Salim did, mashallah.
The Somali flag was created in 1954 by Muhammad Awal Al-Liban. The flag has a simple color scheme. It is light blue with a white star in the middle. The blue of the flag represents the color of the ocean and sky. The white of the star represents the white sands of Somalia's beaches. The 5 points of the star each represents the 5 Somali regions. Now I'm going to sing the national Somali anthem. Somali toso, toso iskiti sadaye, habakina tagdarane, tagay. Somali flag was created in.
Thank you, Sadim, mashallah. I think once again, I can't hear when the videos are going out onto the stream, so I'm presuming that I gave him the full minute there, inshallah. So thanks, Sadim. And that was actually very informative for me, because I never understood that the 5 stars represent, or the points of the stars represent different parts of the Somaliland. So that was quite fascinating for me. And like I said, that's inspired me for a challenge this week. So inshallah, watch out for that. And then we have where are we now? We have Rahma in year 3, mashallah, who also reminded me of something that I used to see often, or I still see often, I should say. And let's watch out for Rahma's tutorial, actually.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Because different cultures have different types of bread, like naan, flatbread, pita bread, or other types of bread, I'm going to be making rotis because my parents are from Pakistan. So first we have the atta, and I'm pouring water slowly and mixing it together to make the dough. Once the dough comes together, we knead it until it becomes nice and smooth. Here comes the fun part. First we make medium-sized balls and then we start rolling. Once the roti is rolled out, make sure there's always an adult near you and slap it on the tava. Don't worry if it's not the perfectest roti. Practice makes perfect. Cook it till it's done. This one's almost done. It should look like this when it's finished. It's served with your best curry or just lots of butter on it.
Fantastic, Rafa. That's absolutely brilliant. That's a fantastic tutorial, mashallah. And she's a natural presenter. I need to get onto these assemblies with me, I think. Actually, she should do a better job than me. Mashallah, wa rahmah. And very professional way you kind of managed that whole process. So very well done to you. And yeah, mashallah, very cultural. Nothing more cultural than a bit of roti, eh? Right, okay. So thank you to Rahma. And then we had Adam, mashallah, in year 4, who, mashallah, had a small video about his cultural background, which is Bangladesh.
Assalamu alaikum. These are souvenirs from when I went Bangladesh. That stone has a map of Bangladesh on it, and this is a rickshaw that is used for short distance travel. Assalamu alaikum.
MashaAllah, Adam, that was a fantastic little video there, and I love that t-shirt, MashaAllah. I think I need to get one of those for myself, don't I? Get a t-shirt like that, nice and bright and colourful. I might get a few extra subscribers on my channel here. So thank you, Adam, that was fantastic, and thank you to all the children that contribute something. Now, it's gonna set next week's challenge up for you now then. So inspired by Salim and his idea about flags and what flags represent, obviously we know some flags famously, we've done our own flag, the Great Britain flag, and what it represents and the different colours, and I hope everyone knows that. We've done it many times in morning assemblies and reminders, so I hope you all got that one. We learned something about Somalia's flag today, and I thought what would be really nice is that we did a little challenge, and it doesn't have to be a video as Salim. You could do it like that if you want, or you could just do a audio with a picture of a flag. And what I'd like you to do is to actually think of a country, or take a country's flag. It could be any country, and ideally a country you're not familiar with. That will involve you doing a bit of research and finding out a bit about that country, and then looking at their flag and finding out what their flag represents. And I think that would be quite a fascinating presentation to have next week, inshallah, because that would give us all opportunity to learn about something. I'm going to put the challenge out there for all the children there today, inshallah. So let's see if you can find a flag of a country that you are unfamiliar with. Find out a bit about the history of the flag and why the flag has those particular symbols, and then inshallah let's share that all together next week. And if I get lots of entries, what I can do, make a little video, maybe set up a separate video just on flags and what they mean, inshallah, on our channel, so we can watch that separately as well, inshallah. So there's a challenge out there for all of you for next week, and there's actually an additional challenge this week, which I'm going to tell you a little bit about later on, inshallah. But do think about that challenge, inshallah. So thank you to all of you who have put entries in. Now, one thing I know, sometimes I do get more entries, but obviously with time I need to kind of manage and try to fit as much as I can into the assembly. So do forgive me if you haven't got your entry shown, but do keep trying, inshallah, and hopefully over the next few weeks we get a chance to get those videos up there for at least everyone that's tried to get their video up there, inshallah. Okay, now I've got a couple of other videos coming up, inshallah, that were actually from a few weeks back, and I didn't have the permission from parents, so I didn't have the opportunity to actually show them. So I want to show a couple of videos from reception, and one of them is from Adam Bassi, who did a little video about his pirate ship, and yeah, well, let's have a look, inshallah.
Walking through me. Oh yes, I can. La 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 la. Hello, I found something to play with. Now we can play friends. Let's play with them. Okay then. La 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 la. Thanks. Now both of you are going to play with. Walking through me. Oh yes, I can. La 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 la. Hello, I found something to play with. Now we can play friends. Let's play with them. Okay then. La 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 la. Thanks. Now both of you are going to play with. Walking through me.
There you go. Thank you, Adam. That's a fantastic little video role play there. And we also had Huda, who mashallah did a little video about Little Red Riding Hood and what happens when she goes to visit grandmother.
Mom, what big teeth you got? That I can eat you. Ah! It's not my grandma. It's a big red wolf.
Who is it? What happened?
Grandma.
What happened, Little Red Riding Hood?
Mom, what big teeth you got? That I can eat you. Ah! It's not my grandma. It's a big red wolf.
Who is it? What happened? What happened, Little Red Riding Hood?
Mom, what big
Thank you, Huda. Mashallah, a nice little video there from her roleplay at home with Little Red Riding Hood. Mashallah. So well done to all of you for those videos. Okay, let's move on to our stars of the week, inshallah. And in our stars of the week, let's have a look here. Oh, he says, once again, I'm ahead of myself. Reception. So let's start with reception. And in reception, we have, first up, we have Adam for his impeccable handwriting and use of phonics skills. So well done to Adam. Also, we have Fatima in reception for her advanced reading and writing skills. MashaAllah, fantastic. Fatima. In year one, we have Salim, mashallah, unsurprisingly, for creating an excellent video presentation all about Somalia. So well done to Salim. And we also have to Zaid for his great expressions and clear voice when retelling the story of Hansel and Gretel. In year two, we have Mariam Anwar for her fantastic and informative project on horses. And alhamdulillah, I'm pleased to say I have this project here to show. So Mariam, over to you.
I
I chose the horse because it nearly looks like unicorns. I read about the horse in the internet, then I made the poster. Horses have bigger eyes than any land mammal. Horses gallop at around 27 miles an hour. Horses can run shortly after birth. Horses can sleep standing up or lying down. Horses have a lifespan for 25 years. I chose the horse because it nearly looks like unicorns.
Thank you, Maria. Mashallah, very interesting and informative video there. Well done to you. Fantastic. We have also for Zain Chowdhury for his creative and unique project on the grizzly bear. And also we've got the chance to see Zain's video here as well.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Miss Hafsa. I chose a grizzly bear because it is strong and it is one of my favorite animals. I wrote some facts and I made my grizzly bear with Lego. Here's my grizzly bear which I made with Lego. Facts about a grizzly bear. A grizzly bear is from North America. The grizzly bears are strong and they can stop. Grizzly bears are omnivores. That means they eat vegetables, meat, fruit, leaves, roots, fungi, and insects. They can attack and eat people if they want to. What do they look like? They have long rounded claws to help to dig. They have large muscle on their back. They have rounded ears. They hibernate in the winter. They sleep very deeply and don't go toilet. They are fast runners and have excellent memories. They have excellent sense of smell. Tallest height 2.5 meters, which is heaviest weight 36 kg. Assalamu.
Well done, Zain. Thank you very much, mashallah. Fantastic video there. And some interesting facts about grizzly bears. Hopefully you don't ever run into a grizzly bear. They're not the most friendliest of animals, I don't think. So, alhamdulillah. Right, going to year 3. And in year 3 we have another Maria, mashallah, for her amazing video on Class Dojo on how to make cupcakes. Oh, fascinating. Maybe I need to look into that as well then, how to make cupcakes. We also have for Alia for her hard work and excellent presentation in solving problems in multiplication and division. MashaAllah, well done. In year 4 we have Adam for creating a brilliant video presentation on cultural items in Bangladesh, which we all had a chance to see, which is lovely. And Isam for having consistently completed all his work to a high standard and sharing his amazing tips on how to avoid wasting water. MashaAllah, so fantastic, Isam. In year 5 we have for Maliha, mashallah, for her fantastic attitude to learning and always attempting the challenge task set. Mashallah, well done to Maliha. And also for Ibrahim for putting a lot of effort into and creativity into his theme park project. He created a fantastic model of his theme park using recyclable materials. Very creative, mashallah. Well done, Ibrahim. And in year 6 we have Sophia for enthusiastic approach to learning and always completing all her tasks to a very high standard, mashallah. Well done. Keep up the excellent work, Sophia, and well done. And then finally we have Ramesa for her creativity and hard work on Seesaw and her beautiful drawings on our Adventure Island project. MashaAllah. Fantastic work, Ramesa. Keep it up. Well done to Ramesa. And then we also have from the Islamic department, we have a certificate for someone who's completed Juz Amma Part 1, mashallah, which is phenomenal in reception, and that goes to Huda, who was our little star of Little Red Riding Hood. She also gets a certificate today for completing Juz Amma Part 1 in reception. Well done to Huda, mashallah. So fantastic. Well done to all of the stars of the week. MashaAllah, may Allah accept all your efforts and hard work, particularly those of you who took the extra effort to do extra work. And that's one of the good characteristics, not just sticking to the bare minimum, but putting that extra effort in. And particularly, I want to have a message here to all the children looking after your parents, because I know it's not easy for your parents. I know it's not what they're normally used to, and at home it's hard, and you've got brothers and sisters, and everyone's trying to do the work, and everyone's trying to take the laptop and work, and perhaps your parents also at home working. So I'm hoping you're all being extra special, sensible, showing those fantastic manners. I know in school you all show fantastic, amazing, beautiful manners, and I hope you're also trying your best, like all of us, to do the same at home, because the Prophet ﷺ, he used to read this dua, very powerful dua. He said, "Oh Allah, make me fear you in public and in private," meaning that don't just make me look good in front of people and make me really kind of look sensible and just be really God-fearing in front of people, and then at home in private I'm the opposite. He said, make me fear you in public and in private. So that means that you're the same. You show your good manners at home with your parents. You show good manners to your friends. You show good manners to your teachers. You show good manners to your neighbors. You show good manners to everyone, because those good manners are constant. They're not just for certain people. They should be there all the time. So I hope you are all doing that, inshallah, with your parents. Right. So just going to reiterate. One of the challenges this week is look at a flag, find a flag that you are not familiar with, and let us know about that flag in a short video. The shorter the better. That way I can get more actually videos into the assembly, and I can create a little montage of them and put more together. So that's one task. The second task is a little bit different, and this week we've been thinking about Ustadh Gul, our amazing, lovely caretaker, who's there every morning giving salam, opening the school without fail, always smiling, always giving salams, always trying to make sure the parents are parking properly, and really making sure that you're all safe and well. And obviously he, like the rest of us, are at home, but like me, I'm getting a chance to talk to you here, I'm getting a chance to interact with you. I talk to my teachers regularly. We're always talking on meetings and discussing and so on and so forth. But Ustadh Gul, is at home alone, really. Well, he has family with him, but I know he's missing the children. So we thought we'll do a really nice little video for him, which will basically be just a quick "Hello, Ustadh Gul, Assalamu alaikum," and a smile, and that's all it takes. And inshallah, just like a short 10-second video. You can all be together as brothers and sisters. You can all be separate. It's up to you. But what I want to do is I want to get all those videos in, inshallah, and then make a little short video for him and send it over to him, because I know, given his age as well, he has to stay at home. He's not allowed out, as you know. Some of the older members of our family, like my mum as well, she's not allowed out. She has to stay at home just because of underlying health conditions. So it's going to be difficult for him to keep himself entertained, and plus we know how much he loves his football, but unfortunately there's no football to watch either. So let's all try to put something together, inshallah, and I'm going to try to put it all together and make a short little video for Ustadh Gul, and that includes teachers, by the way, and staff. You're all welcome to say a short 10 seconds. I'm sure we can all put it together and actually send that off to him, inshallah, for next week. Okay, a couple of final announcements from me then before we finish. Number one, we have an exclusive video being released today from Ustadh Ishaq, and I have had the pleasure of seeing it. It is an amazing video with lots of special effects. So that will be released today, inshallah, later this afternoon, so do keep an eye out for it. We're going to upload it onto our YouTube channel. It's a pre-recorded one, but you'll see why I had to be pre-recorded. Unlike this one where I've got lots of glitches and things live are always a bit difficult. MashaAllah, he's put together a really nice video and reminder for us all, inshallah. So please do keep an eye out. If you haven't already, what's that thing? Yeah, subscribe and like, and you'll get a little reminder when the video pops up, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That's how it works. The second thing is we did have a parent tarbiyah session on Tuesday, and there were a few views, and obviously subsequently there's been a lot more views. So what we'd like to do is remind you that the video is there. It was entitled "And He is the All Subtle." So talking about Allah Subhanahu wa Taala's names. So do look into that video that's available on our channel. And I'm pleased to say that we'll have a follow-up. A lot of parents that were watching it and were commenting in the chat box were asking for further videos. So alhamdulillah, I've spoken to Ustadh Sahel, and we will be doing another video on Tuesday. So please do try to tune in for that as well. Obviously he's given up his time, and we want to make sure that we get maximum benefit from it. If you haven't already watched that one, do watch that one. And next week we will talk about Allah's name Al-Hafiz, and we'll go into, inshallah, or he will rather, once again, the name and what it means and how it manifests itself in our daily lives. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's assembly. Sorry about technical glitch. I know I keep saying every week, but I've got my laptop here, I'm trying to stream, I'm trying to go through a program to get these videos in and out, and then that goes onto onto YouTube Live, and that gets streamed, and it has to all connect. And then today the internet cut out, so we stopped halfway through. Qadarullah ma sha fa'al, it's not going to be easy doing these things, but alhamdulillah, we've all learned. So please do get the subscribe button, hit the like button, pass it on to your friends and family, inshallah, so we can show everyone how amazing our school is. And inshallah, with that, I wish you all a safe week. Before I go, I'm just going to remind you of, as we always do on the last on every Friday, the three very, very important things we all need to be doing. Number one, we need to be making lots of dua, particularly after Asr, before Maghrib. It's a time that is, inshallah, a time where all our du'as are accepted. Number two, we need to be sending increased salams on the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we said it before, we say sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or the longer version of Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. So increase in that today, make a special time today, maybe after Dhuhr, or after this assembly, or whenever, just to kind of send some extra salams, just like we used to do in assembly. So in assembly we used to count our fingers, and we send at least 10 times. Use your fingers and remind yourselves and your family and your parents, and remind how we do it in assembly, so that they remember as well, inshallah, and then get into the habit of doing that. And of course, recite Surah Al-Kahf. So I know for the younger children it's more difficult, but maybe they can listen to it. But for older children and obviously parents, let's make sure we make a time to recite Surah Al-Kahf today, inshallah. And with that, inshallah, I bid you all farewell. Jazakumullah khair. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.